Good morning. Our today's topic is bunch of flowers. Let's see the material required for the drawing. Pencil, eraser, long scale, poster colors, brushes, palette, 1/4 size drawing paper or a drawing book. First we are going to draw 1 centimeter border onto a page. Write down the heading on the top, middle and on the left hand corner write down today's date. Now let's start the drawing with a 2B pencil. Full page we are going to use for the drawing. Drawing should be light. First we roughly draw a drawing and then finalize with a dark pencil. Now I already draw a rough sketch for you and I am now drawing with a 2B pencil. First we are going to arrange a drawing on a paper, and after this properly arranged on a paper, then you finalize with the dark pencil. Otherwise you again and again erase the drawing, and because of that your paper maybe gets dirty. So first you have to draw roughly and then finalize with the dark pencil. Mostly we use a 2B pencil for the drawing. Uh, you must use a drawing pencils for the drawing. There are many qualities of the drawing pencils are there. I prefer you use uh, Staedtler pencils. They are very much smooth and good for the drawing. But if your budget is low, you can use Camlin or the Faber-Castells or Dom's drawing pencil also. They are also very good in quality for the students level. And now we are making videos for the students, so I am also using a Camlin pencils so that you can understand the quality and how to use a pencils. But Staedtler pencils are smooth and quality also good, so use the Staedtler pencils if your budget is good. Now full page we are going to use for the drawing. That's why we need time. Therefore I am not uh, showing a rough sketch for this drawing. Directly I am showing a final sketch. Now we are going to start the coloring. Starts with a yellow color here. We are using poster colors, but first layer you must apply watery for the transparency effect of our flower. You know the flowers are very much smooth and soft, so that transparency effect, if you want to show, you must use a transparent color so that it looks softer and brighter also. I prefer you use watercolor. There are very much soft and qualities and brightness are very good in watercolors, but handling of watercolors is most difficult other than any medium you use. Most difficult medium to handle is watercolor, because you wanted to understand the opacity of the color, then the quantity of the water and the application, everything you have to understand properly, then only you can use watercolor properly. Here we uh, showing flowers in two shades, yellow and red flowers, and some small blue color flowers. So first I apply a transparent red and yellow color for these flowers. First tone, basic tone, we are applying plain, no shading, nothing is there, plain tone of the poster color. The main advantage of the poster color is you can use these poster colors in both ways, transparent and opaque. And mostly the poster colors are used in a student's level because its handling is very much easy, and if you understand the application of the poster color, you can use watercolor, oil colors, acrylic, and any other watery medium you can handle easily. That's why the poster color is a basic and very much knowledgeable, and for the understanding and application is very good for study purpose. If you understand the application, you can use any medium in the world. Like if you understand the pencil shading, you can use oil pastels, color pencils, dry pastels easily. The same way the poster color, if you understand properly application, color schemes and opacity, you can use any medium. Now here in leaves I am showing some gradation. Some part I am fade with the water so that it's get the transparency also. This is the second technique, is the second way of application of the poster color. First, on a petal of the flower we apply a plain color, transparent plain color of the poster color. Now on a leaf we using gradation color scheme of the poster color. This is the second technique. That means you learn a both technique of the coloring, opaque and transparent, and color mixing also. In this application you can use two colors also. If you wanted to use yellow and green application, you can use it, but I think I don't want to apply right now in this drawing. That's why I am not using. But if you want to use yellow and green color scheme here in gradation form, you can use it. Now first we apply all the flowers and the leaves in one tone, and then we give details and apply details on objects. This is the one kind of object only. In object drawing we always use three tones of colors: light, middle and dark. The same way we are using here for the flowers. First we apply a middle tone of the color here, and then we are going to apply a light and dark tone, so it's got a roundity also, and it's get a 3D effects also. We can use more than 3 tones also there. Now we are in advanced level, so we required more than 3 tones, like 2 dark tones, 2 light tone also. Let's see how we color here so that you understand the color application and color scheme we are using here. Before this drawing, in a flower we learn a hibiscus flower. There where in a hibiscus flower we use more than 3 tones of the colors, light, middle, dark. But for the detail we use more dark and light tones also there. And after this hibiscus flower we learn the multiple flowers here, so that you understand how to arrange the flowers on a paper and how its colors when light come from the one side, and applications of the color also. Now we adding some dark tone here. I am adding a slightly ochreish orangish yellow color in a depth in the middle part of the flower, so that it's get a depth here. Mostly in the middle part of the flower the depth are there, and it's depend on lights it's come from which side. Lights come from the two sides here, right hand side and the left hand side. That's why the depth is in the middle, and the light part on both sides are there. Till this drawing we learn one side light study, but now we are going to learn more than one side light study here. 2 side light study, 3 side light study also there. If you sit in a under a sky and you study through the sunlight, you have learned one side light study. But when you sit inside your room while studying the object, lights come from the more than one side, and that time the study of the light is different. So this is also important for us. Now I am adding some light tone on the red flowers. I am generally use here a pink color, a light pink color. And finally when our drawing is comes to end, that time we add highlight with the white. On the red flower the light pink is the second most lighter tone. We should apply a dark tone also there, so that it's get more depth in the flower. Now we are completing the red flowers. Now we move forward to the dark tone of the red flower. Now we are adding fresh red color so that its look prominent and beautiful. Now it's come out from the paper and it's get details. I am using fresh red here. If you want to add some more dark, you can add slightly amount of brown or the blue, but you are not going to change the tone, that red fresh tone. So slightly blue is okay for this dark tone. We are not using extreme dark tones here like Persian blue or the black color here. Only fresh colors, red, orange, yellow, green we are using here. Now if you observe here, the dark tone is in a depth part and on the corner of the flower. This show you the texture of the flowers and as well as the depth. Red flowers are mostly uh, very much prominent and beautiful, and how they attract to the drawing you can see here. And there are different flowers are there. Some pointed flowers are there and some slightly ovalish flowers are there. So the color scheme is quite same. Now in yellow color we add some light tone with the yellowish white. I am not using pure white here, slightly yellowish white here. White plus this mango yellow color here. This yellow is not exactly a lemon yellow, it's a mango yellow, that chrome yellow that you have in your poster color box, and white color. If you observe the strokes of the brush is always in one direction from the inside to outside, so that when you flow a brush from inside to outside, the strokes give you a narrow tone or the narrow line at the end of the stroke. In the middle part of the flower also we add some light tone. Now we adding some dark tone on a yellow flowers for the depth purpose. For the more depth. Now look, the flowers are come out. This yellow flower gets more depth, and now it's clearly seen the shape of the flower also. The most important part in a object drawing is light and shadow. How you use your techniques to show the light and shadow, this is the most important part. If you successfully show a light and shadow, you can draw a good object drawing. In the elementary intern exam, now the uh, portion is changed, subjects are changed, but uh, before this 2-3 years back, we have an nature drawing and object drawing. Two different topics are there, and in this nature drawing only the flower like aster, sunflower are there, and in a still life we have an objects, man-made objects, then vegetables, fruits are there. But now the portion is changed and two topics are combined together, and they give us a name object drawing. Now in object drawing both the topics are there: objects, man-made objects, fruits and flowers, and therefore we are learning the nature drawing as an object only. We are adding some details in the flowers. We add greenish tone in the middle of the yellow flowers as well as orange, so it's look real. Now we moving to the leaf. We are adding some dark tones and lines, textures on the leaves. As you can see, the outlines I am making dark, and the lines and textures I am adding with a dark green color. I am using poster green color here, not adding any blue or any dark tone here, pure poster green color here. If your basic tone is dark, you wanted to add some blue, it depend on your first tone. My first tone is quite light, that's why I use poster green color here. In leaf also we are showing a dimension with the dark tone. We already have a light base tone on the leaves. Now just we wanted to add dark tone on the darkened part and texture so that it's get a dimensions. Now you can see how we add a dark tone here so that it's look real. If you wanted to add some blue color in a green, you can add, but it's get the, or I can say its loss is natural tone. That's why I am using a poster green color. Mostly the leaves are leaf green in color. We have a special shade for the leaves, that leaf green or sap green. If you have the sap green or the leaf green, you can use for the leaves. But if you don't have a leaf green color or sap green color, you can make it by adding yellow ochre and green color, and you get a sap green or the leaf green color. But in this case, in this drawing, the leaves are in a pure green color. They don't have this leaf green or the sap green shade. They are fresh green shades. Leaves are there. That's why we use uh, light green and poster green combination. If you want to start with a light green, you can start it, but I'm not using a light green here. Directly transparent shade of the poster green I'm using, and I'm very much comfortable while applying the first tone. But if you are not comfortable, you can use light green color, and you have to buy this special tone for this light green color. You can make it easily by adding white, but you didn't get the perfect tone of the light green. Now these leaves get dimensions and textures, but we must add some dark tone so that it get more depth and more clarity. The small tiny flowers has a blue tone, and I am using a cobalt blue for this tiny flowers. If you want to color these tiny flowers with a different tone, you can color it with the pink or the yellow shades. You can make it because these tiny flowers are in a different shades, so you can do it by your own choice. Mostly flowers are red, yellow, pink in shades, and they looks beautiful in these shades. In the stem also we add some dimension. We first give a light green, that poster green color, and then from one side we add some dark tones. Now in the middle part also we add some light green dots for the dimension and depth. Now we add a light tone on a leaf. More light tone, pure white tone we are using here, so that it's get dimensions. In petals of the flowers also we add pure white, so that it get light and shade properly, and also gets the dimensions. This is the final touch up for the leaves and flowers. If you observe the full drawing, we add more than 3 tones of the colors here. First we apply a basic tone, then we apply a middle-aged dark tone, then add a dark tone, Then finally we add some highlights with the white, and if necessary we require a more depth, we can add a more dark tone or the outline of the dark tone in the shades, but if it's required only that time. And I don't think so in this drawing we required more depth, because we can see the drawing and dimensions of the flowers and the leaves clearly. It gets realistic tones, so I don't think so we require depth here, more depth here. That's why we add and white and slightly green shades here. In leaf I am adding some dark, slightly dark tone only for the lines, so that we can identify the lines, and in some corners so that it's get dimension properly. And this is the final details we are adding here, and hope you understand the applications of the color and what is the nature drawing bunch of flower. Thank you, best of luck.